Yeah, how about Mason Greenwood at 6.5? Is that somebody you guys would consider for this
I
price
think
range?
I think so. I think he's 7.5. By the way, just but
Sorry,
7.5.
7.5. Oh yeah,
For
that's
me,
um.
no.
what it is.
For me, no. But let's go to the United fan, Gash.
Well, I mean, until Sancho signs, I think it's Greenwood's.
Oh, have you
In
given
all
up on that yet?
seriousness, what's that?
Have you given up on Sancho coming yet?
No, no. Tellez is coming in at left back, and then Sancho's the final signing of the window.
Okay. All right. Well,
At
keep
least in
going.
my fantasy land, and soon to be real life. But anyway, it's Ollie likes to with the younger players kind of integrate them more slowly, and I think the reason we saw a lot of Greenwood last year was because of his goal scoring form. He became practically undroppable, and I think that's the reason why they really wanted Sancho, has been the number one target for so long, is to give some depth to that right wing spot so that you don't have to rely on Mason Greenwood starting every single week, who's developing into a really good player, but he's still only 18, and he's really more of a an inside forward slash center striker. So I think that we're going to see him more restrained a little bit this season. I think they were playing him that many minutes post restart, especially out of necessity, more so than because who do you have coming in there? Dan James is a good squad player, but he's a left winger, and he's also not someone you necessarily want to see starting every single week. He's much less effective against low blocks, which United play against probably like 75% of the time in the league. So I don't think so for 7.5 million. I think I would rather have Foden in my team at 6.5 with the risk of rotation. If United go through the window and somehow, in some crazy way, don't sign Jadon Sancho, then I think Greenwood will become a lot more viable. But then I'd be really worried about what's going on behind the scenes, where the team is screaming for a right winger, and if they're not developing or delivering that the board to the team, then I think there could be, it might just be something to keep an eye on, where kind of affects how the players play.
Yeah, I just want to say it's pretty funny. You said that that United have to bring him in for some depth on the wing. Have to bring in Jadon Sancho for some depth. I think he'll be a little bit more than a depth
No, no, no. I
signing.
said I
If
said to,
they,
cre-
they
I
do
said
get him.
to create depth, because he'd be the starter
Right,
and you'd
right,
have
right.
backups there then.
Right, right. So Greenwood is a little priced out for me personally at 7.5. Last season, what was he, like 4.5? Right.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he was exciting. I had him last season at that price, but 7.5 is a lot because then you're comparing him to, he's more expensive than Zaha, who's going off. He's the same price as Hamas. When you're comparing him with players like that, I just don't see him getting those kind of returns consistently yet. I like him as a player. I think he'll be great, but a little too young, and the minutes aren't guaranteed there to rely on him for 7.5 mil. If he was down at 5.5 or maybe even 6, I would give him. I would have to think really hard between him and Foden there. But yeah, he's just priced out for me. But C4, what do you think?
Yeah, not even considering any United asset right now.
Yeah, they're not looking good. A little scary. Gash, you scared?
No, it's one game. One game is a data point, not a trend.
All right. Taz?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would consider him at this price range. He being a cheap. If he's nailed on, starts getting regular minutes, in regular 90 minutes for sure. I think it'd be a cheap way to get into that Man United attack. But I also believe, I think it's just one game, and I think United are gonna pick it up, especially with the run of fixtures they have.